From the pimps and the players. 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 From the players. From the players. From the pimps and the players.
All right, so here we are. We're ready to get started with Captain A-Hole. So we have Captain A-Hole here with your boy DJ Greenguy. You know what I'm saying? And we were just on Phenom Radio. Shout out to Dick James, DJ Despair, and everybody out there in the South who's tuned in over there. You know what I'm saying? So Captain, first and foremost, I heard you had a nice road trip coming down from the other part of L.A. Talk about that L.A. traffic for our listeners real quick.
It sucks. Bottom line.
Yeah, you know.
Not much else to say about it.
Yeah, so
it was terrible.
So I heard you got caught up in that L.A. traffic.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Traffic. Normally, I travel at night. See, when you're traveling at like 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning, you don't have to worry about so much traffic. You know what I mean? It's not so bad. You know, you can get anywhere within like 30, 40 minutes tops. But, no, traveling during the day, even on a Saturday, I mean, it was a Saturday. You figure that it wouldn't take. Come on, where's everybody going? But Saturday traffic, it was a monster, a demon. Yeah, well, yeah.
So it got you held up. You couldn't.
Hell.
You were kind of trapped, like how it was, you know, before you got on Earth. You kind of. Did you have any PTSD being trapped in all that traffic?
We're not going to talk about hell. I do have PTSD when it comes to hell.
Okay.
And so I don't want to go there at all.
Understood.
Good place to visit. You wouldn't want to live there.
Sounds a lot like Philly or New York. Nice place to visit. You wouldn't want to live there. I can relate to that. So
some places are better to be from than to be at.
Yeah.
You know?
How long you been in Cali for, Captain?
Honestly, this was gone of time. So, since the beginning, you know, when it wasn't even considered California and parts of it were still other places. But I like what it's become. Yeah. I like what it is now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, is there better people to look at for you in this Cali area, or are there any other places that have better looking people that you'd rather spend time at? Like, where are the best women that you've ever seen? Are they in Cali or are they somewhere else?
I like all flavors. I do. No discrimination. Okay, but we all have our favorites, right?
Yeah.
We do. I'm going to be honest. I like the Dominican. The Dominican Republic. Yes. Lord. I said that. I did. I admitted to it. Okay. Dominican favorite. Yes, okay. It is true. But everything else is wonderful. It's all wonderful. I like it all.
So when you were on your way in here, we were talking about current events, and TMZ just put on their page, their social media page, a post from the Phillies game. Philadelphia Phillies were in Miami yesterday playing the Marlins, and some kid caught a ball that was a home run. And Karen snatched it out the kid's hand and stepped off.
Oh.
They caught the whole thing on camera. The shit went viral.
See,
What do you feel about this
See?
Karen snatching
Well,
the ball out of the kid's hand?
I will tell you. Karens are actually very sweet. Just gonna have to trust me.
Now, when you
Yeah.
say sweet, are you talking about how they taste or what? What you talking about?
I'm always talking about how something tastes.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yes, that's all.
Now, Tupac once said, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But when we're talking about
Well-
Karens, is that a comparison to what Tupac was talking about or what?
Yeah, it's that's a very old saying, based in reality and truth. So that's something different. I can understand that Pac gets credit for that saying right now, but it's very old, dated a lot further back than Tupac Shakur, but it's still based on reality. However, like everything, when it comes to taste, you know what that is. It's like a beauty in the eye of the beholder. What tastes good to me or sweet to me may be sour to someone else. You know, some things you just have to, over time, get a taste for. What do you call that?
Oh, yeah, the acquired taste.
Yes. Like Karens. Karens are an acquired taste.
It's kind of like that fried alligator meat that they have down in
Exactly.
New Orleans. Yeah.
It's delicious. But not to everybody, I understand. I like the way Karens taste. They're sweet, like I said. But this one in particular at the game, that's just... Entitlement does not taste good.
So since we last met, we had Rockbox on our show. We had Rick James on our show. Those two guys have been real busy. You know, Rockbox, he was just out there. I think he won an award at one of the hip-hop events he did a concert at. He also just recently did a performance with myself, Guap Don Dollar Sign, and Decagon, and a handful of other artists. Rick Hard just released a reality series. He had 3 episodes that were released on this certain platform. He's been sending it out to everybody who knows him, and it's a reality series about him, Rick Hard, and all the things he's been up to. You know, Rick Hard in the streets.
Wow.
So those are some updates on our friends Rick Hard and Rockbox, who were last on the show.
Busy guy.
Yeah, so we, you and I have been interviewing different, you know, local celebrities,
Yes.
if you will, you know, ghetto superstars, if you will.
Those
you know
two
what
in
I'm saying?
particular. Yes.
And
Very good.
we plan to have other people that we know that are, you know, well known in the communities of hip hop and acting and
Right.
movies and stuff like that. Who would you like to have on our podcast next? Do you have anybody in mind that you'd want to have as a guest
Well,
next time?
you know, you named Guap Don.
Yeah, Guap Don Dollar Sign.
Let's talk to Guap Don Dollar Sign. Where are you, bro?
Yeah,
You named Decagon.
Yeah, Decagon.
Gone. We talked to Gone too. Where are you?
You know, Decagon has a book, and last time he was over here, we were rehearsing for the event that we did together, and he signed my book. And the book is called The Way in Via.
Oh.
It's a spiritual book. It talks a lot about, you know, his relationship and with his spirituality, and it's kind of like a manual.
Oh.
If you want to have the same kind of situation, you can use it like a guide to have your spirituality and, you know, stuff like that. It's a really easy book to read. Real easy read. I sent one copy to my uncle. Would you like to interview him and talk about his book with him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be real dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Yeah, I have a lot
I
of
know
questions.
something about that.
Yeah, that's true. You could maybe, you know, go back and forth with him about that.
Yeah.
That'd be real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Who else do you think we should get on the show? Any celebs that our audience knows that maybe we could get on here?
It just depends on what. We were talking about local celebrities. Are we going to go beyond?
Yeah, let's go beyond. Like, you know, I was thinking maybe people from the show Hustle and Flow, Empire. There was a movie Hustle and Flow, and I think some of them actors were also in Empire.
Right. Terrence Howard.
Or Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
We could play the song as they walk onto the show, Fuck Faces by Scarface, Too Short, and Devin the Dude, because you know Taraji P. Henson makes a lot of fuck faces in the movie Baby Boy. It would be real crazy.
All right. And that's got to do with Out Here, right?
That's right. You know, we actually have the clean version of Fuck Faces on 98.5 KMAX Los Angeles regular rotation.
See?
You know,
Regular rotation. So let's get Taraji and Terrence out here. And I think they have a connection with maybe Decagon. There's some connection there.
Or King Assassin. I know
King Assassin.
Terrence Howard, he spent a lot of time in the Bay Area. I think DJ King Assassin knew him before he was famous and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, so that'd be pretty dope. You know what I mean? We get them on the show, you know, maybe talk about what they got going on now.
Sounds like we have our guest for our next podcast. What do you think, kiddies?
Yeah, you know
You like
what?
it?
All you listeners out there,
Do you like it?
hit them in their DM, reach out to them, tell them we're putting an APB out for them. We want to do some Hustle and Flow type interviews and talk about their empire. Not just I heard they weren't paying them artists, actors too well on Empire. So maybe we could get them to talk about what's going on with that. I think Taraji was complaining she only got like $17,000 or something like that for an episode. You know, so it'd be pretty cool to get them to talk about what happened there on our platform and give them a chance to, like, you know, air that out.
Good. That's what our show is for.
You know what I mean?
Talk about that kind of thing. Exactly. Yeah. Let's do it.
So what have you been following? What have you been following lately? Since the last time we met, what has been interesting you in social media or out in the news? What's really been on the top of Captain's mind?
I do get nervous, looking like I look, about ICE agents.
Oh,
I do.
ICE. Okay, you talking about the immigration cats?
Yeah. Where would they send me?
Well, you know, I guess they first would send you to the new Alcatraz shit that they're building. Aren't they building a new Alcatraz in the Caribbean Sea, maybe in the Bermuda Triangle? They send you to that the ghetto mansion out there in the Caribbean Sea. I think they call it the Gulf of America now, but when I was growing up, it was the Gulf of Mexico. What's Google call it? I don't know. So they probably have you out there. But hey, you might see the Dominican people you like because you'd be close to the Dominican Republic. You know what I mean? You might see some of them people over there. You know, in Alcatraz Part 2. You know.
And I thought we were friends.
Well, where do you think they would send you? You think they?
I don't know. I think we need ice melters. Something to melt the ice.
Okay, so you just get some salt. That's what they do in PA, where I'm from.
Salt is
you know
good.
What I'm saying? Throw a little salt on that shit.
Salt's very good.
It's like haters throwing salt in the game. You know, you just sprinkle some salt on them.
I'm from fire and brimstone, so I had other ideas.
Now, I wonder if brimstone is made of salt.
Sulfur and rock.
Okay, sulfur, sodium.
Yeah, rock, yes. Ends up yellowish. Yeah.
Don't eat yellow snow, Captain. I'm here to tell you. That will end up very badly. You're talking about taste. That's an acquired taste you do not want to acquire. You know what I'm saying?
We don't do that. But yeah. What about you? What's on your mind? All the news, all the things that are going on.
You know, lately I've been following what's been happening in the world with the ICE stuff and the tariff stuff. You know, a lot of that stuff was happening last time you were here.
Right.
But lately I've been following, you know, these apps that they have out here, like AI and stuff like that, like Chat GPT and all that. And I think AI gets a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch people on social media hating on Beanie Siegel for using AI to put out his new music. But Beanie Siegel was shot in Philly, and he lived in a rough neighborhood of South Philly, And right around the same time I moved to Cali, he got shot. And his voice went out because they hit one of his vocal cords when he got shot. So he can no longer rap the way he used to rap because his voice sound kind of like Bumpy Johnson. He's like, hey, what's going on? My name's Danny Siegel. When he used to project his voice like, you know, Philly, Southwest, Northwest, South Side. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he can't do that projection no more. Those vocal strings don't attach anymore. So what he did was he cloned his voice with AI, and then he ghost wrote the lyrics for the AI artists.